Gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, Ethereum, is pumping right now. I hope that yes, you'll see right here. Ethereum is pumping right now because of this right here. $9 trillion asset manager BlackRock just registered an Ethereum trust in Delaware. Just came out about, just a little bit ago. As you can see, these are the hourly charts. And Ethereum is absolutely breaking out, going insane. I've been telling you for a little while that the bull market is back. The excitement is back, that this is it. But here's another example of exactly that. Just look at this candle. I mean, you might think that this is not insane, but Ethereum is up roughly 10% today because, again, an ETF for Ethereum is coming in hot. That is crazy, guys. So it just happened. This is just in breaking news, and I decided, man, let me just get the news to you guys as soon as possible so you understand exactly why things are pumping. I thought, this is not something I usually make a video about, but it's definitely worth it. You can see even Rover, one of my friends here, is talking about it like crazy. Breaking, Ethereum just broke $2,000 because the iShares Ethereum Trust has just been registered in Delaware by BlackRock once more. So an Ethereum ETF is coming in hot. That's the major news for right now. Is this a replay? No, this is just live right now. Hey, what's up, everybody? In the chat box, if you're watching this, just let me know real quick which country you're watching from. And again, if you're wondering why did you make a breaking news update, Ethereum ETF coming in hot by BlackRock. Price is up 10% in a couple of minutes after the news came out. 8% within like 2 hours or so. Right after that came out. So that's exactly why Ethereum is doing so well right now. I'm not sure if this is sustainable because, again, as we said before, Bitcoin's dominance, I said that in the video quite recently here, is still on the up and up. But just the last couple of hours, this is the 5-minute chart here, altcoins are popping off, I must say. All right, altcoins here have been going exceedingly well, extremely well, especially here over the last 2 hours, as you can see. And the stream is a little bit laggy, I noticed, guys. It's just the internet. It's not amazing. But hey, I had to go and stream right now because this is just massive. You can see this is Bitcoin's dominance, which is decreasing massively because right now altcoins are popping off. It's only down 1%, but that is insane in Bitcoin dominance numbers, all right? That's why you can see what a hefty candle this is because those are big numbers we're talking about here. 1% in Bitcoin's dominance is a whole bunch, all right? Then again, in the grand scheme of things, over on the daily, this is the daily chart, you can see it's still on the up and up. And I saw some people, though, note that if you take it from a weekly perspective, perhaps even a monthly perspective, but let's take a weekly perspective here, that it's actually ever decreasing. I think he used a logarithmic chart or regular chart. No, logarithmic. All right, let's just quickly give that a little look. Let's try monthly chart. No, I'd say weekly chart is better. And what they basically pointed out was that if you take a look at Bitcoin's dominance over this time period, then it's actually ever decreasing. So it basically looks like this. I'd say there's not that many contact points here to describe this. I would not say that that's the strongest thing we've ever seen. Perhaps this would be stronger, but we've already broken past that. So this is what he drew out. He basically said that for every single bull run to start going, and I guess to solidify this, we'd have to insert a Bitcoin price chart or something like that inside this to kind of match it to see how things go. But he said every single time that this hits, the Bitcoin bull run starts. And let's see, actually, I think I saw multiple people. Let me just give me 10 seconds to find who else said this. I think Martini guy also had one of those up here. Let me quickly see if he also put one of these up. I do believe so. Yeah, so he also has one. He just said this as well. Breaking altcoin season has started. Bitcoin dominance is starting to fall. Soon the altcoin market should start growing at a very fast pace. I'm buying up a lot of different altcoins at the moment to prepare. And he showcased as well. I'd say it's almost the same chart here, actually. But he showcased that right now we're already hitting it and that the Bitcoin dominance is going to start falling here and altcoins are starting to pick up the pace. All right, it's something definitely worth considering. to keep in the back of our heads. And everybody, if you're watching this right now, make sure you go ahead and press that like button. Notice we have 22 likes. We've got 200 people watching though. Make sure you press those likes right now. You've got absolutely nothing to lose, you freaking legends. And I went to my computer instantly. The moment I saw BlackRock filing for an Ethereum trust. You have to know this stuff, right? I was like, let's go quick. Drop everything you're going for. People are asking XRP news. XRP is important. But we just did an update on it, I think, earlier today. We've got Ripple's Swell event going on, and that's the majority of it. That's all you got to watch. Just see whatever's happening over at Swell to see what the update is. I mean, if there's an announcement, I'll probably tell you. But the most important announcement for today was definitely Ethereum. Why is XRP not moving? Because there's nothing spectacular going on, and it is already up a lot over this week. As you can see right here, weekly performance. XRP is up 13.5%. It's doing better than Ethereum, which is up 7% today. Still, it's doing better than that. It's doing better than Bitcoin. It's doing better than BNB. It's doing better than Solana. I don't know what to tell you. XRP is just not up a lot today because it's just not the day for it. It was actually a Bitcoin denominated day, meaning Bitcoin has taken a lot of that dominance up. Bitcoin is moving, going past a couple of barriers and pumping hard. You can see 37,500. But then now Ethereum got their trust filed, which is why it also gained a lot of momentum, why the price went up a lot. But it wasn't really logical for Ethereum to go up. It's just mostly on top of news. So XRP, it's just not a day for it. I mean, it's a Bitcoin type of day. Bitcoin is moving in right now, doing hard. And then probably within a couple of days here, XRP is going to have one of these quote unquote altcoin days again, where it just starts to pop off and go crazy. Lido is up 10% right now over the last hour. Pepe is up 20.2% over the day. I mean, it's altcoin season, not yet, but it's the start of it, I'd say. So it's not going to be every single day. All right. Is there any update on XRP? If there's an update, guys, I will tell you. This is just some major news for Ethereum right now. Somebody says FTT is up 60%. Might be on the second page. Let's quickly take a look. This is the second page here. No, it's not in here. Not sure exactly where FTT is then. If it's up 60% throughout today. Let's see. Is it on the top? No, it is not. Not sure where FTT would be then. XRP is going to be the next Luna. Let's be real. Amazing pump. Let's go. Hey, Mr. Crypto. What's up, brother? This is the Go Croatia. What's up, Marian? Corn is popping. Moo November. Hey. By the way, it was pretty correct on the notion of October is going to be a bullish month, huh? It did extremely well. And then now November is going to absolutely pop it off even more. At least that's what it seems to do. That October was the month to put things in, and now November is going to pop off like crazy. Somebody says, what should I put $1,000 into right now for the best profit? That's the most difficult question anybody could ask. If we knew the answer, for sure, then nobody would probably be here. Because if you knew what was going to pop off next, just next, why would you even sit here? The only thing is, if we had to make a proper portfolio, that's what I make videos about all the time. But if I had $1,000, what I would do. But the best profit is hard to say. What I think a good strategy is, just watch one of my videos I made last week talking about our top coins. But I will probably make another top 5 or top 10 crypto list tomorrow or the day after, because I've noticed our strategy has to slightly shift. We have to go a little bit harder on the altcoins already now. So the market's moving a lot quicker than most other runs. And I think indeed the dominance here might actually start to go down a significant amount quicker than usual. So I am preparing for that. I am getting ready, and I am going pretty crazy on altcoins. Today, I bought another very large chunk of altcoins. Pretty freaking good chunk. And I bought Ethereum a couple hours ago, which is funny. Let me just quickly see what price I bought Ethereum at just now. Give it a second. Let's see here in my history. So I just bought Ethereum at $1,933. About 1 hour and 20 minutes ago. $1,933. 1 hour, 20 minutes ago. So we're up a pretty good chunk in almost no time at all, like 1.5 hours or so. You see? And this is why in my video earlier today, I said the best time to buy Ethereum is yesterday. It's not only about Ethereum, it's about most altcoins here. People want to keep waiting for the best spot. I tell you, just buy these freaking cryptos already. It's bull market season. If you want to get the best spot, the best way to go about it is just to buy now and then buy once it's lower. I saw a lot of people on the X saying they're already selling their coins and whatnot. I mean, if you're expecting a little dip to occur, fine. If you want to sell right now to buy back cheaper, that's completely fine. Some people think that's the best way to go about it. I personally think, let me just buy, go all or nothing, because most likely you'll either 10x or go home and be broke. But it's worth the 10x wager here, in the sense of it's worth it. Just try it out, go crazy for the next couple of months, and you're good. Like Coffee Cat in the chat says, don't try to time the market, just DCA in and you should be good. I keep telling people, it's best to just have a long position open, for example, on a lot of altcoins as well. Cross, meaning it will take up your balance, but how low can it go? Right now, there are people who are in millions of dollars of profit on their Bitcoin trades. How? Because they just kept on buying. Yes, they might have had to buy for a couple of months, but let's say it's a leveraged position and you layer your way down for a couple of months. Right now, it's at a 2x, let's just say it doubled, but with your leverage, it might be 20x, meaning you turn 20 times the amount of money you put in. And all right, it took a little bit of time. Oh, it took a little bit of effort. Oh, it took me to buy 10 times, 15 times, or whatever. You understand this drift? So even right now, the most important thing to understand is don't think that just because some people over on Twitter are already selling, that the bull market is now over. Because if you have the same mindset as I have, which is go big or go home, then right now is the time to freaking shine. I bought this morning. People would say, Dusty, you're stupid, buying Ethereum just below $2,000. And look what happened an hour and a half afterwards. We're up 8% again in an hour and a half. Did I predict this? No. This is 100% luck. This is 100% I buy it and it goes up. But that's basically what a bull market is. There are no fundamentals pumping these coins 90% of the time. I mean, it's the truth. It's the truth. Josh says XRP isn't going to 11 cents unless nukes start flying. If your average price is 11 cents, it's going to be very hard to beat that. So for people that have a very low average price, some people are going to have to increase their average price just to get more coins. But I don't think that's a really bad thing. In my own opinion, I don't think that's really too bad. I'm just seeing here. Dusty, what are your thoughts on Casper? I met those guys a while back. They're good people. They know what they're doing. They know what they're building. Casper's proper. Don't know what else to tell you. They're good. Not sure if it's going to be the best amount of gains, but they're good. They're good peoples as well. Very serious people. Squirrely says you got to break $1.18 for XRP to be valid. If not, still lower high. I'd say there's a lot easier of a barrier to break for XRP. We talked about this before. I personally think the moment that we do break towards the, or I guess above the July 2013 level, July 13th levels, or July 15th, about that week, that we can already see a lot of momentum really quickly. All right, over on the daily, it's about here, about 82 cents or so. The moment that we do break that, I do believe things will start flying pretty quickly for XRP, to be honest with you. And indeed, there are some price levels that we are looking into from all the way back here in the beginning of 2022, late 2021. That's the moment where XRP went to about $2. I personally think XRP is going to start flying towards the $1.30 mark pretty quickly after beating this at 81 cents. But that's just my 2 cents on the matter. In terms of news, please, guys, you don't need any news in a bull market. And we're in a bull market. And somebody says here in the chat, Ethereum is twice as corrupt as blah, blah, blah. I mean, please, we're not in the game of finding the most ethical crypto. I am a person, and I care about ethics a lot. All right, I care about investing with principles, not just to only make money. You want it to make money the right way. I care about that a lot. But when it comes to Ethereum and proper coins that are at the top of the echelon already, I don't really care exactly if it's garbage from the fundamental layer. If it's going to make gains, we buy it. It's as simple as that. And perhaps there are people out there on their YouTube channels who are telling you a story of no, fundamentally, this is actually better. Fundamentally, this, that. I don't give a crap about that. I'm not in the game of only fundamentals. We're in the game of making sure we've got proper financial choices. That's the truth about it. And if XRP is not the best choice at the moment, I tells you. If Ethereum is a good choice, I tells you too. Why did I buy Ethereum an hour ago? Not because, oh, Ethereum's, I don't care. I don't care about it being a fraud even. I don't care if they're the stupidest thing ever. If it's going to do well, we buy it. And right now, Ethereum was looking pretty juicy. We buy it and it does well an hour later. Was it luck? Yes. But that's the bull market every single time. You don't know which coin is going to pop off 40% tomorrow. It just happens. And I don't care about the fundamentals for the most part either. I don't care. It doesn't matter. It's that simple. Powell says, what's up with Swell? So Swell is Ripple's conference they do every single year, usually. Was not invited. I tried to apply and they denied it. So screw them. And as I said in a video earlier, Ripple does not care about you, but nor should you care about them. Ripple itself does not matter. It depends on what they want to do with XRP. Right now, you've got the same best interest in mind. Ripple wants XP to do well. You want XP to do well. Mwah, perfect. You're not a Ripple supporter unless you invest in Ripple stock. Oh, you understand the drift there? Ripple is not the same as XRP. I don't care about Ripple success. I care about XRP success. And in this case here, best interest in mind for both. Ripple wants XP to do well. We want XP to do well. So we support Ripple in their endeavors. But Ripple is a for-profit company. They don't care about you existing at all. Understand this, all right? They want the best for XRP, so I love Ripple. And I want them to succeed. But only talk good on Ripple if you've got Ripple stock. If you're not invested in Ripple, they don't give a crap about you. Understand this. Somebody says, don't talk about Ripple. And yes, I own both. Dusty XRP Army. XRP is pretty freaking good. XRP ETF soon. I don't know about this. I think the ETF for XRP is, again, another story of they could have gotten it out a long time ago, but something is keeping them from doing so. And perhaps it's the same thing what's keeping Ripple from going for an IPO. Because I think the ETF for XRP should have been here a long time ago since they got themselves the approval from the SEC. But the fact that nobody's applying for an ETF, it either means they're just gearing up for it, or there's something holding them back, akin to what's holding Ripple back from going for the IPO. Like, for example, finishing the SEC lawsuit altogether, even though the status of XRP is already good. But that's peculiar. I've been watching that a lot. I've been thinking about that a lot too. Thoughts on Jasmine? I don't even know what Jasmine is. Hidala says there's something holding them back, definitely. I mean, at the end of the day, there's something holding them back, definitely, that we know. The question is, what exactly is it? Is it the same reason Ripple has to not go for an IPO, like the SEC? Or is it them needing to prepare things? I mean, this whole Ethereum debacle that's pumping Ethereum right now, that's making it up 10%, this also took way more time than necessary. On the contrary, Ethereum is not properly regulated, and XRP is in the US. So that makes you wonder, why would BlackRock go for something riskier than XRP? Why would they do that? I mean, if we're going top-down approach, right? Let me just quickly put it like this. Bitcoin's properly regulated. It's been read through the lines by Gary Gensler that they're fine from the top down. Ethereum's not. Never got the approval. It's just a couple of speeches. But generally speaking, it can still get sued by the SEC. They're still pretty much in gray area. Tether, why would you need a Tether ETF? BNB, definitely not. They're in a lot more scrutiny than anything. XRP is properly regulated. Why along this list not just go for, okay, Bitcoin first, because that's the easiest, then XRP, and then look further? No, they, for some reason, go top, Ethereum, even though it's risky, and then they kind of stopped. But I do believe the ETF for XRP will at some point come, and I don't think it's going to take too long, and most likely, the moment that these filings come in, we're going to see the similar results as with Ethereum. So some nice juicy pump potential. But yeah. Squirrely says, but I still hold enough to be a top 3% lol if... Oh, screw it. Himansu says, what do you think XRP for short term? Short term, I think they'll do exceedingly well. I do believe the short term for XRP is pretty positive. The reason I'm saying that is because the market is positive. I mean, Bitcoin just went on a crazy rush. And Ethereum right now went on a pretty crazy rush too, mostly because of the ETF. But that means that most likely we'll see this continued result for a bit. There's not that much stop in Bitcoin except for 40,000. So between 37.4 to 40,000 could be a pretty simple rise. And if that does occur, everybody knows that that's going to be crazy bullish for XRP and whatever too. So Hidala says, because it's a slam dunk with XRP, Ethereum is heavily invested in, so if you put your strength behind Ethereum, then it will help secure your heavy investments. The way I say it is layer it down. So if you're a more sizable investor, you've got more money in crypto, I'd say go more heavy on the top and go, I guess, percentage-wise, more heavy on top and then lower as you go lower. If you have a very small portfolio, meaning $1,000 or less, or even $10,000 or less, I'd say go a little bit more bottom-up approach, meaning you go for the altcoins first and your Bitcoin and Ethereum as like safe layers, but you don't really need safe layers if you're really in the accumulation phase. You don't got a lot of money yet, you want to make it. Then I personally prefer to just stick with the riskier but more potential type of altcoins. But yeah, another end to understand is if an Ethereum ETF were to come on in, it'd probably be another massive day across the board. These are just filings, right? This is just BlackRock registering an Ethereum trust, meaning basically an ETF in Delaware, meaning they want to get it up. But that does not mean the SEC approved or anything. But the moment it does happen, it's going to be another crazy rush across the board. And by the way, I'm noticing my stream is sometimes in the red here. Sometimes the internet's cutting out. I don't know why. Even if you buy the most expensive internet and it's fast as could be, sometimes it's glitchy. Perhaps some countries just have this. They don't want you to succeed. Perhaps it's Gary Gensler behind his computer just trying to shut us down. Not 100% sure on that. But I'm seeing it. But there's nothing I can do because my internet is amazing. It's just sometimes it shuts down. What are your top 3 altcoins below top 10? Do you mean, well, below top 10? Only looking at the top 10, I'd say XRP is my number 1. Right now, Solana is in a pretty good spot, and top 10 doesn't have many coins. I wouldn't say, I'd say Ethereum then if I had to choose top 10. But there's not that many to choose from. Dogecoin is not on my list, and Cardano is extremely good, but not the time for it yet, I'd say. Even though performance-wise, it's actually the best in the top 10. But it isn't logical for Cardano to do well. Chainlink would have been my best one, but you can see it's already up 40% this week. You can't perfectly see it, but it's up 40% this week, Chainlink. And Chainlink was the coin we talked about the most over the last couple of months. I mean, if you look at my channel, you'll find the most amount of Chainlink mentions. In every single top 10 altcoin video I've made, I mentioned Chainlink. And now it's starting to pop off, do well. I think I even made another video talking about my top 10 like 2 weeks ago or so. Something like that. In which Chainlink was one of my best contenders because Chainlink is just undervalued. It's simple as that. And Solana is undervalued, but Solana's like a tricky one because FTX has got so much of it, and I still think they might sell off. TVL-wise, Solana's also not in a good spot. It's just status is enthusiasm because they used to be so expensive, and they're down so much still. But yeah, I'd say that's a little bit of my 2 cents on the matter. What are your thoughts on Casper? I already said I think Casper is pretty huge. So what do you think about ETHgate and the ETF for ETH brought up light before? Being brought to light before. Oh man, I think the stream is actually down all the way, huh? I guess perhaps we're going to have to continue this discussion a little bit later. Might have to cut it short for right now because I'm noticing it's not working properly. So yeah, might have to do that. I just wanted to quickly get this Ethereum ETF news to y'all's attention. And we'll probably come up with another video later today anyway. Because I think the stream is kind of garbage. That's sad, but it's the sad reality of things. Anyway, if you watch these streams, if you watch these videos, whenever you come on in, make sure you go ahead and press that like button. It is greatly appreciated. I appreciate every single one of you that does that. You guys are amazing. And I'd say that's just the news and the situation that's going on. If you got questions, leave them in the comment section, and I'll check through everything to see what type of video I should make next. Because I'm thinking, I see a lot of you guys want more videos about my top altcoins, and I'm thinking perhaps I should talk about it more, because right now is the time to start looking into it a lot. And a lot of our coins that we talked about did already pop off, which is the negative part. If you just watched my video last week, you'd already have 40% profit on Chainlink. And on XRP last week, you can see 15% profit already. But again, we'll talk about that later. The stream is not working too well, so I'm going to cut it out short for right now. And I'll see you again shortly in another